I don't know about you, but I know a lot of times when I want to go out and I want my hair to be longer, more fun, more flirty, you think, how long is it going to take me to grow out my hair? Well, the answer has definitely come, and that's the new extensions by Sear. The extensions come in a packet where you can do your whole head, or you can do just partial at a time to give you a little bit more volume. If you're making it longer, you want to do the whole head. The first thing you do is check on the color wheel and find out which is the best color for you. When selecting your color, you want to think, okay, with my hair I have blonde hair, but I have a lot of different colors in the blonde. I have darker and lighter and different lowlights in the hair. So I chose 16 because if you see the color, the blonde isn't just one color. The blonde has got a lot of different darknesses in between the colors, so it's easy to match up with the blonde. If you have dark hair with a few highlights in your hair, it is always best to choose the color that you have the most of. So you don't want to choose like a color that is lighter when you have dark hair with just a little bit of highlights. Choose the color that matches the root outgrowth or the most of the color that you have in your hair. So if you have dark hair with caramel highlights, you want to choose the color in the color wheel that is dark. Now we're going to show you how to put them in your head. When putting them in your head, to start, you want to get the extensions that are the ones with the 4 clips. This is going to go to the nape area. It's going to wrap around all of the larger side of your head. Then you're going to work up to the extensions that have the least amount of clips on them. To start, you want to section your hair off, so you want to start just with the hair to leave a little bit around the nape area. If your hair is very short back here, you can take it away and pin it up with a bobby pin so you don't see this hair as the length is down. If you have a good amount of hair through the front, you can leave it and flat iron it into the length of the hair. You want to start with the clips open. It's the easiest way to work it, because that way when you place it into the section as you want, all you have to do is slide the clip down and push it towards the head and just work the length around the nape of your head. It's extremely easy and quite secure. Once it's in, you can see you can give it a good tug and it sits nice and clean on the head. Now you want to work up the head in sections. Now you're going to work up the head . Now, as you see, as we've gotten to this part, you have both sides of your head where you can take the single extensions to finish off around to the length of the front. And that way you have a nice clean line to the length of the front of your hair. And the same on this side. Now that the nape is smaller, you're going to use the clips that only have 3. Starting so that you work in the middle, so that you have the even side on both sides. Now that you have all the extensions in your hair, you see that everything sits flush. You don't see the clips in your hair. It moves freely. And as you can see from the front, also you don't see the clips in your hair. Now, if you want to make the hair a little bit more sleek, like how you do with your own hair with the flat iron, you use the same mechanism that you do with your own hair with the extension hair. As you would with your own hair, you use a heat protectant. Just mist the hair lightly with the heat protectant, smoothing it all for, and go through your hair, and so that you can pretty much blend these short pieces in with the longer hair. You just move your hair with the longer hair all the way through to the end. And it's nice because you can take the points and smooth them under a little bit more, make it look a little bit more natural. And just as you would with using the straightener for your own hair, make sure you don't have too high of heat on, especially when you're working with a blonde color. So I'm just turning under these ends just to give them a little bit more of a bounce to them. See, it makes it look a lot more softer than with the ends too pointy. If you find that it's hard to work with long hair, a good idea is you can also flat iron the extensions before you put them in your head. If it makes you feel like it's easier to work with the hair in front of you, just hold it at the top of the clip and move it down the hair. And that way it makes it a lot easier for you. I mean, how many times have we wished that we had hands in the back of our head so that we could do our hair back there?